Community engagement, collaboration, participatory practice, and localism are all key concepts which form part of what we are calling community-based design. In the current economic climate, local communities are suffering. The high street has been pushed further into decline as the average person has less spending power. In most towns throughout the UK, there are empty buildings. Shops, houses, and office blocks just stood decaying. On the news, we are repeatedly made aware that the public purse is empty and development of the built environment needs to meet the needs of the communities.
The 2011 Localisation Act changes the framework for local planning, housing, regeneration and economic growth. Several key principles within the Act are about placing a greater importance on involving local communities in planning and developing their neighbourhoods. This is not a new idea. Arnstein's ladder of citizen participation has been used by design professionals since the 1960s. The ladder is a representation of the varying degrees in which a community may be involved in decisions which affect it, and as a result, how much power they have. The objective of the bottom two rungs of the ladder is not to enable participation but to educate or cure the community. The next three rungs of the ladder, referred to jointly as tokenism, involve the community being informed and consulted to varying degrees. In the top three rungs of the ladder, citizen power has been reached and professionals are working in partnership with the community or have entirely handed over power to the community.
The projects we visited use participatory practice to varying degrees.
Meanwhile Space are a community interest company. Meanwhile Projects are an arm of the company aimed at boosting community uses of empty properties and sites. Cottrell House is a disused 1960s retail and office space in Wembley, London. Meanwhile Space collaborated with Brent Council and The Decorators, a design company, in setting up the project. The local community were consulted from the outset as to what was required from the space, and a professional business environment was the outcome which could be used by local enterprises. For each project, we wanted to establish the percentage of community involvement.
Another Meanwhile project that uses the temporary space is the Carlton Kitchen. Food is the theme of the project. Unlike Cottrell House, the Carlton Kitchen was established with no discussion with the local community. It has only just opened and it will be interesting to see whether the community engages with this project.
The Ideas Hub was initially established as a pop-up cafe during the 2012 Chelmsford Ideas Festival. The founders came to an agreement with High Chelmer and the council to carry on using the space for a variety of community-based projects. The need for funding appeared to govern what projects they undertake rather than projects being based on consultation with the community.
Our assumption prior to visiting the three community projects was that they would all engage with the community in a very similar way. However, the amount of community engagement was very project specific. Our group research established that participatory practice is a key current theme within the design industry, and we feel it is an important way of establishing end user needs. What do you think?